Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Chatter After live.
Uh,
Are we supposed to join you? My bad.
I
No,
do.
I mean sometimes y'all do. I don't know. We've been three so far, but everybody, welcome back to the Chatter After Live. We've got a special edition for you today. Valentine's Day, obviously. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Hope you're doing something special with someone special, or maybe you're just treating yourself. Either way.
I hope that's something special is watching this with them.
Yeah.
Cuddled up together, watching
Yeah.
a nice live stream.
Yeah.
Like that.
Sure.
Yeah. Sure. Why not?
Right?
Exactly. Why not? But Marvel also felt like celebrating Valentine's Day was something special. Before we jump into that, I want to recognize our amazing panel tonight, starting with Didge. How's it going, Didge? How has your Valentine's Day been?
It was good. It was very low key. Like you said, it is a Wednesday, so it's tough to make plans on that because you still got to go to work the next day, and I definitely don't want to have to deal with that afterwards. So it's low key. I'm glad to be here with you guys.
Maybe it is Loki.
Yeah, maybe it is low key.
I take it back. I don't. The pun made me take that back.
Oh, it's high key now.
Oh God.
Trayvon, how's your Valentine's Day going?
Today's another day. And just here to talk about Fantastic Four. I don't care about Valentine's Day. Yeah. But here we are.
I had something special for you though.
Did you? Oh, that's nice.
Just for you.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Oh, it was that.
Did it pop up? Did I miss it? I was looking down at my face.
It was that.
I don't think you missed it. I just did this.
I know on the iPhone, I know on like the app, the Macs and stuff, it pops up with the hearts. Like Trayvon, you said you're on your Mac, right? If you do this,
I'm on my PC this time, so no little thingies pop
you
up.
got annoyed with
it. Damn balloons popping up. Yeah, no.
I know. The one time it happened to me, I was like, "Whoa!"
You can double thumbs down and it starts raining behind you. It's intense. Me and my mom tried it out, and we spent like 15 minutes just messing around with it.
Wait a minute. Maybe I'll turn it back on.
You would have thought we were kids.
That sounds fun. That sounds like me using Alexa for the first time. I was legit talking to her for like 20 minutes. But Joelle, how is your Valentine's Day going?
It's good. I just got back from dinner.
Oh, what'd you get?
Red Lobster.
Oh, I need the cheddar biscuits.
I only had like one of them.
I'm one person. That's enough.
Bread, man. Yeah.
You know what? Never mind.
What? Don't slam.
I just hear all I hear is the Beyonce song in my head.
Oh,
The biscuit song?
Was
Formation.
it true?
Formation.
Was it true?
Remember when she said a formation? Do you know she said a formation?
I know what she said.
Oh my God!
That's all I thought about. I'm sorry.
This is a family show, guys. No, it's not. No, it's not. I don't know why I was about to lie there.
We're at least
Joelle must doesn't know. Joelle must doesn't know.
I don't know.
You should listen to it.
No idea what you're talking about.
You should listen to it, and you'll understand why. Trayvon is pushing the limit of our PG-13ness. We're at least PG-13.
I am afraid to look.
Listen, it's a good song.
It's a good song.
Let's skip from some good songs to some good news, some surprising news, some Valentine's Day news. Marvel just released the casting for the Fantastic Four. This is on Valentine's Day. It's like, hey, these are the people. These are your new Fantastic Four. We've got Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic. Vanessa Kirby as what is it? The Invisible One, right?
Yes, Invisible Woman.
Okay, I didn't know she had a name.
Storm.
We got. I don't think I've ever said this man's name. Ibon Batrak.
I tried. That's all that matters.
I'm playing the Thing, and Joseph Quinn is playing the Human Torch.
Johnny Storm.
Johnny
Gotta give
Storm.
the full thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So there we go. We have got our Fantastic Four, and we also have a release date of July 25th, 2025 for the Fantastic Four movie. Or
Swap places with Thunderbolts.
Which is the better idea?
Yeah, I guess so.
I got us. Boom. There's the announcement.
Damn,
itself.
that was the announcement poster.
Makes it
with
even
their
more
faces.
interesting. Very I think it's 1960s, right? Like a 1960s
Yeah.
kind
That's
of
what
vibe.
it seems like.
So
Yeah.
Sure
very
is.
curious. Kind of how this plays into the theming of the movie, the aesthetic of the movie, all of that. I'm kind of here for it though. I'm very intrigued.
Let's see how is it. Nah, okay, it looks better.
Marvel's first family.
Yeah, for me,
Yep.
all I'm thinking about is they must get stuck in a negative zone. That's the only way we're gonna make it make sense for them to pop up here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that, Trayvon?
So if they're in the 60s, we got to figure out a way to get them in the present time.
Yeah, you gotta get them to present
How
day.
you gonna explain that?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Negative zone, no aging. Boom.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
If it's anything like the quantum realm,
Or the boy.
Before any of that, though, are we all how are we feeling about the casting? That's where we should have started before we start talking about how they're going to
speculation.
Yeah,
You can tell what I care about.
Seriously. So, Joel, we'll start with you.
Right.
Sorry, Jamie.
Oh, no, you're fine.
I'm very happy. Here's the truth. Most of us have known this for a long time. It's just, it's just now a matter of it's finally confirmed. We don't have to speculate anymore. We don't have to worry about fan cast anymore. That's over.
Shout out to Mike in the comments. Fantastic
news this Valentine's Day. Absolutely.
Mhm.
I'm just happy it's finally here. I've been waiting. We've all been waiting a very long time to finally get how long is it now since they announced the Fantastic Four that we finally
it feels
get
like forever.
Casting?
Mm.
Oh man, it does feel like forever. And it's just like a giant weight has been lifted off my shoulders. It's weird, but it does feel like this giant weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
Yeah.
Oh man. But I'm very happy with all four of them. Obviously I've had time to sit with a lot of it, but the fact that now that it's confirmed, obviously some more than others in terms took some getting used to, but I'm down. I want to see them now do what they got to do.
Yeah.
Which castings do you feel took more time to, I guess, kind of grow to accept?
Honestly, I was 100% down with Sue and Ben, because obviously you're not going to see a lot of Ben in person. You'll see probably a little bit of him, and then of course she just looks like what you expect Sue to look like. So that's not really much of a stretch. Honestly, the two that took a little bit was Joseph Quinn as Johnny, because he's not your traditional looking Johnny. He's not that he's ugly, because obviously it's attractive enough to have everyone swooning after Stranger Things. But he's not. When you look at him, it's hard to see Johnny off the bat. Not that it's not impossible, because even in that picture you can see it a little bit.
I was gonna say, this doesn't help you. Look at it.
Yeah, it does. That helps. But like every picture you see of him online, it doesn't look like Johnny. Is what I'm saying.
Well, that's because people photoshopping it was lazy, and they just literally took Eddie Munson's head and put it on a Fantastic Four body,
or whatever picture of him at some type of event.
Yeah,
like a mustache or his beard or whatever. Yeah, it's true. And the other one was Pedro Pascal. I loved it when I first heard about it, but he was like so out of left field for me. I never thought of it, and we all knew for a while that they were looking for someone that wasn't white for Reed, but we didn't know where they were going to go with it for a while. Then it seemed like they were going to go white for a while, and then it went back to like, a Hispanic Reed Richards. I was not expecting it, but I like it. I liked it. That was the one they picked up the four to go different, and I was fine with it. And Pedro's almost the it man right now in Hollywood, so it's like it's hard to say anything bad about him, and so it's fitting as the world's smartest man. It's hard to argue. So now I just want to see them. I want to see the costumes, what they actually look like. Will they be look like what we just saw here, or maybe it's just the first glimpse? I don't know.
Very sweaterish.
Yeah.
You know what, Joel? I got you at least a picture of what they estimate that Pedro Pascal will look like. Oh wait, I don't know if I can do that one. Jesus. Let me. There you go.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
There you go.
His head is looking a little.
Yeah,
well, it's a little distorted.
It's a weird
It looks
Weird.
It looks like it's beginning to
yeah,
elongate.
Mr. Fantastic. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it looks like it's
He's
about to
looking like
stretch.
the fuck.
He's not fully stretched out.
It's a weird. I'm trying to find some of each of them, like the edits that people have made for them.
I saw the edit for Johnny. That one looked good. The one I sent earlier this morning. That one, he looked really good.
Let me see if I can find it again. Let me go to Discord.
Yeah, I saw someone post it, and I was like, "This is great." With Joseph,
like
Johnny Storm. I'm like, if he looks like that, like, well,
Well, while we wait for those photos, Trayvon, how do you feel about the castings? Oh,
well, love Sue Storm, love that, love the Thing. He'll fit because yeah, he's great in the Bear. So I'm not those two. I was like, cool. I don't watch Stranger Things. So all I know is of that guy that I see, around. I was like, okay. Yeah, I was like, okay. I mean, he cute, I guess. He ain't no Chris Evans. Just saying.
that's a tough bar to try and reach.
It is, and I'm sorry that happens to you, but it's gonna happen to you. I don't know, Pedro. Listen, I like Pedro. Okay, it's just I said all this stuff earlier, but I don't want to get attacked and bashed for this stuff. Look, he just seems too old to me for this character to start out for the first movie. He's already 50 by the time the movie come out. I just don't know how I feel about that. So, but it's fine. It's just that these movies take so long to make. I always say this about everything. I want these characters to be in the role for a while, not for one movie, two movies, and that's it. Like, I want you to, like, this is the MCU. I like the interconnectivity of everything. And, like, so I want to see you a few times. Like, that's like, and that means to me 3 Fantastic Four movies and maybe 2 Avengers movies or something. 5 movies. They all are going to come out at the same time. Probably 3 years in between each one of them. Do the math. For me, that don't sound like it's going to work. But, I like him, and, I don't know. We'll see what they do. I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm just gonna like, okay, you mean y'all make y'all decisions. I hope y'all got a plan. I hope these movies are lined up where you aren't like, I just want them to pick a plan and stick with it like they used to. Like, hey, we're gonna do this movie, this. Please do that. Have it already ready to get moving on the next one right after. Like, just don't have us waiting. Like, oh, it hasn't been greenlit for the second one yet, and it's been 3 years. Like, don't do that. Don't play. Like. But yeah, like waiting on the Spider-Man movie forever. Like it was like, oh, he'll be back. When? Shang-Chi, when he'll be back? When? Like a lot of this stuff is like we're just waiting to win, but then to announce a sequel. And I'm just like, I need y'all to have a plan and be ready to start on the next movie right after. I know the Kang thing messed some shit up, but that should have messed up other movies, like the movies outside of like the Kang shit. Like it just, I don't know. I hate it. I just want these movies to come out. I'm not getting any younger either, so I'm sorry. Like,
that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I was kind of thinking to myself as you were talking, like, oh, I don't know. I feel like Marvel usually has their stuff together, like they plan out these movies, and then you did bring up like Shang-Chi, Spider-Man. I feel like they closed out the trilogy, so I give them a little bit of grace on like trying to figure out where does Spider-Man go next, especially with the way that things ended off in No Way Home. But yeah, they haven't been too great about at least communicating like what is going on with the next. Like the sequels to these movies, like Shang-Chi, like dang,
you got a lot of announcements for all that stuff, ones? But
I'm forgetting.
It was like, we got that map. Like, oh, okay,
yeah, we did get the roadmap,
and then
things do shooting though.
There was a gap last year too because they didn't give a shit, so they had to be quiet because of the strike and all that. So there's a lot of dates though. Like we know next year's movies, and then you have 2026. There's only one movie scheduled. That's not gonna stay that way.
Yeah.
So we don't know what's coming in 2026 aside from Avengers.
Right. But yeah, I do think there is some validity in that concern though, Trayvon. So hopefully, Marvel will give us something maybe later in the year, like some kind of update on a sequel or something. I don't know. We'll have to see. Comic-Con?
And D23. So they better give a shutting. They gave a shit last year, so
you gotta imagine between Comic-Con and D23 both being this year's, stuff's going to get announced. Like it'd be very weird for them to continue just sort of radio silence. And I think a lot of what happened on the TV side, I think sort of bled into the lack of news that we were getting on the movie side. They were focusing a lot on trying to get their slate together. Things sort of kind of fell apart. Things weren't received that well. And I think that sort of changed the narrative that they could pull out, because now all of a sudden they're kind of reeling things back. You got to kind of retool things. So it's tough to be able to say, well, we're still marching ahead to the beat of this drum when, well, we missed a couple of notes, three stanzas back or whatever. We got to kind of go back and fix that before we start marching ahead again. And that probably does push back some announcements. That does, change dates, like we saw with Thunderbolts. Things because they announced so far ahead, one domino can just topple the rest, and that's sort of what we've seen.
Yeah.
So I definitely understand the just hesitance and the fear behind it, but I think that's sort of one of the issues of an interconnected universe like that. Everything has to kind of go to fit this puzzle.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I will say this. I do expect another title card thing this summer. I do.
Yeah, whether it's at D23 or Comic-Con.
Yeah, I'm very much hoping for that. I mean, after we got the thing at the end of the Marvels, like it's just the things like that. Like we get the thing in the Marvels. Like I need to know what Monica doing in the next 3 years, please. Like don't have us hanging for the next. Like you showed us that. Please follow up quickly. Like please. Like
the problem is quickly.
I mean, I'm saying like you do that. I'm just like I have no clue. Like no thought. No like Secret Wars. Sure. When we actually getting that now? I don't even know. Like so.
Ironheart. Where is that at?
See,
next year, probably.
Yeah, I don't know. They keep
maybe even though it should be
with that
one.
I mean, I want the Agatha show too. Like
Well, that's supposed to be this year.
What Agatha? Yeah, it should be at the end of the year.
The Wakanda Forever, right? Was it Wakanda?
Eyes of Wakanda.
Echoes of Wakanda.
Echoes of Wakanda.
That's this year too. Yeah, we just heard about that. We didn't even know that was coming. Yeah, that's animated. We didn't even know that was coming.
That's animated? I thought it was live action.
No, it's animated.
I did think he said he was doing a live action thing
He is, but that's different. Separate.
Well, that was the one
I mean, he didn't say it. We heard that they were doing something.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't know.
Sometimes that's also the issue is so many rumors get thrown out and half truths become gospel to people.
True.
So you'll hear, well, there's a Wakanda show coming, and you automatically assume it's live action because of what we've seen, dealing with Wakanda so far. Then all of a sudden, Echoes of Wakanda gets announced officially. You hear it's animation, and half the word is like, okay, cool, the animation is coming, but where's the Wakanda show that you said was coming before? When it's like, well, no, this was it. You assumed it was live action because you believed a half truth. So it's all a game. It's weird.
I could have swore it was something for what's her name?
And to be, I'm just using that as an example.
I'm not saying
fair. Which one?
But I also want to say that it's due to a lack of communication as well. People are so easy to believe, like, oh, it's this way or that way. Like, just tell us, like, it's a live action or it's a animated series. No, there doesn't have to be any kind of guessing around it.
Yeah, Marvel.
If you didn't know up to that point, why are you announcing this?
I mean, but you can say that for almost anything. They announce stuff way too early. Video games, movies, TV shows.
No. If you don't know whether the project is live action or animated, you should not be announcing it.
Well, I'm sure they know. We don't know.
I think I've just had more trust in Marvel all this time. And then now I'm not feeling that trust anymore. I used to trust them a lot more.
I mean,
remember, but there's been so much weird shit that's happened the last couple of years. I know you don't care, but strikes and COVID and that actually affected a lot. That schedule was way behind because of that.
Yeah,
You know?
that's also that's very true.
To
And
bring in
Mike,
the comments quick,
I was
Mike
about
is
to click that
correct.
one.
Oh, okay,
Mhm.
perfect.
I'm glad I didn't click it because I don't want to put it down.
Mike is correct. They are starting to go one film at a time, and
Yeah,
I don't think any
good.
of us. I don't think any of us are saying that Trayvon's concern isn't valid. We're just sort of trying to give a method to what we assume that their madness is. And again, we're doing the same thing that I was just kind of talking about. We're trying to take bits and pieces of everything and put a narrative to it. We don't know 100% if it's true or if it's not, but to our best estimation, this is sort of why we would think that this would happen, I guess.
Yeah. Well, speaking of different thoughts and whatnot, before we continue, we didn't hear your opinion on the castings.
I was happy with it. The only one that I did kind of question initially was Joseph Quinn. Just because I like I said, I've only seen him as Eddie Munson. I haven't seen anything else that he's in. So immediately I was like, can I see him as Johnny Storm? And as of right now, I'm still kind of iffy about it. I'm just gonna wait for the trailer. You know, it'll probably grow on me. Joella did find the picture that you were talking about.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I thought that was a good that one. Yeah, that's a very good.
I could figure out which layout one. Yeah, this is the one. So yeah, this one. If he could look remotely like this, yeah, you're right. This will give you the look that you need. I don't know if his chin is that sharp. I guess is his jawline that sharp?
It's pretty sharp. I don't know.
I don't look at him that closely. Like I said, the last time I saw him was Eddie Munson.
I'm gonna start now. I need to know.
But I think, obviously, I'm sure he's knowing that he has the role. He's probably been getting in shape for it. He's been doing all of these things. Like we've seen actors time and time again when they get that superhero role.
Yeah,
their body completely transforms. I mean, look at what happened with Kumail Nanjiani. Like that man,
that was ridiculous.
So
that was something else, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I think I'm a little bitter about that too because I like the Eternals and I'm like, y'all haven't given me anything about them since. I don't know. I just sitting here like Shang-Chi, Eternals. I like those movies. I love those movies. So please, like, I don't know.
Like I said, I definitely get where you're coming from with it.
That was before the strike, by the way. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but the strike, but it still delays things. Because now everything that was supposed to, but like
depends on when they were supposed to come back.
It depends when everything starts. Like what's in track or not.
I don't know what
and
they
the controversy. Like Jesus Christ.
At the end of the day, like Mike said in the comments, Trayvon's concern is definitely valid. The movies take entirely too long to make. Movies cost entirely too much. We've said both of those time and time again.
Yeah.
And it's not a Marvel centric thing. Like that's a symptom of just the industry at large.
Mm-hmm.
So all we can do is kind of play within the rules of those playgrounds and say, yikes. I'm sorry. Wait, Mike's comment.
I looked away. I just heard. I'm like, yikes!
Mike's comment threw me off because there's also that
Marvel used to have their plan and they stuck to it.
They did. They did.
That's how DC reacted, not Marvel. Now Marvel start acting like that. I don't like that.
Because investors start talking, and that's the thing. Like when investors start talking, things start to change.
And then I stopped getting.
They were resistant. They were resistant for so long because overall the universe was making hits. Again, going back to what I was saying, sort of the troubles of the interconnected universe. When puzzle pieces start failing, that's where things kind of got to change.
Yeah,
but
people
overall,
we did it last year. But
man, overall though, I'm excited for the casting. Like I said, this was the only one that had given me some type of pause, and in one seeing this fan art, and then just obviously I'm gonna wait till we see the actual trailer. Mm-hmm. I'm sure it'll grow on me, and the trailer will be my final just opinion on whether or not it would be a success or not.
Yep. Okay, so overall it seems like pretty happy, at least, shooting 50% in basketball terms. That's pretty good.
Are you negative? Great. You didn't answer. You kind of sprinkled.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Yeah, shouldn't even answer yet.
The 50% tells us your answer.
The average, though. The average.
50%.
It doesn't. It
does.
It
There's 4 of us who are happy.
Hold on. Let me speak. I'm overall pretty happy with all the people who are cast. I again don't know anything about we'll just call him Mr. E. I don't know anything about him other than seeing him recently in The Bear, and I think he's in something else.
He was in The Punisher, which is funny. He was Micro in The Punisher, if anybody watched Punisher.
That was a while ago. Y'all know I'd be forgetting things, but I'm not mad at it though. I can totally envision him being a thing based off of me watching The Bear.
I did forget to bring this one up while you're talking. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Vanessa Kirby. I like her. I'm kind of curious, like how she will play Sue Storm, because most of the characters that I've seen Vanessa play have been like kind of sassy. And the last Sue Storm that we had, she was, I don't know, she didn't have that spice to her. She didn't have that kick to her. So I'm curious to see like how that will play, or even also like, is the comic book Sue Storm like a little bit spicy, or is she kind of more similar to what we've already seen in movies? I have no idea.
Just John, had a little spice to her.
I feel like too much on Jessica Alba.
I love Jessica Alba.
I don't think it was a diss. I think it's just saying she's more spicy.
Love her forever.
I agree, Trayvon. I love her forever too.
I would be cool to see the like all the people that are in the original Fantastic Four come into this movie and be like cameos or something. I think that'll be fun. But yeah, Joseph Quinn as Johnny, interesting pick. I don't know if I would have picked him, but I'm not against it.
From the comments,
not a great actor.
It was good.
I liked him in Stranger Things.
Mike might have seen him in other things.
Yeah, that's why I said I liked him in
anything else. He was, like you said, he was great in that, but outside of that, I have no idea.
Yeah. Aside from that one part in the new trailer for Quiet Place.
Right.
Which it looked fine, but again, that was just a trailer.
Right.
Well, if he's not a talented actor, hopefully we've got a great director to help.
Yeah, the hell of an agent. If that's the case.
Yeah. Hey, he was literally the #1 actor on IMDb after the.
That's what I'm saying. He was literally hot shit after that show. He was everywhere.
I didn't fully understand it, but it was interesting. It was interesting to see that.
I didn't know either.
What was he in, Trayvon? Hold on, Trayvon might have.
Never mind. I thought I read something else. I thought it said Dickinson. It's a different something else. His name's something else. Dickens something. I don't know. Never mind. Forget it. No. I don't know what the hell this is. Dickinson. I don't know what the hell that is. But he was on it for 19 episodes.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
I was like, I thought it was Dickinson. I read it too fast. I was like, wait, no, that's not it. I don't know what that is.
No, I'm curious what this Dickinson is.
I don't know.
He's in Gladiator apparently too.
The new Gladiator. Yeah, he's the new Gladiator. Okay. Yeah, as soon as he was done with Stranger Things, he got every role in the mother.
He was in Overlord. I saw that movie.
I did see that. Actually.
I don't remember him in that.
Opinion pending on him though. So far, not
here we go. Here's an elaboration. He's seen him in enough to know he's not his first choice. I don't know. Please tell us what else you've seen him in.
But while he's populating that, just close out.
Oh, I see it now. That is a weird name.
I'm happy with this. I think I just more generally want to see the Fantastic Four again because I really enjoyed the first couple of movies when they came out. So if I can have like more of that, and it seems like they might be going for like a 60s vibe, which is kind of fun. It's all about being retro or vintage or whatever. I guess I'm here for it. So I'm here. I'm kind of, now that I keep looking at this, the promotional image that they posted on social media, I'm like, the astronaut dude. I can't remember who was the astronaut. He died, right? It was like somebody's brother or something.
No, that's the thing.
That's
showing you the thing. They're showing you the thing.
Yeah.
That's why they did it, so you can see his face.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that does look like him now that I know.
Yeah.
Mystery solved, everybody.
That's Iban.
There's Ebon and Ebon. They figured it out.
So
very funny.
Very nice. Cool. Yeah.
I have one other slight concern about this movie.
Let us know.
You guys know I wasn't the biggest fan of the first part of WandaVision. So I'm just like,
that's a sitcom. Well, they played it like a sitcom, which is different.
Oh, Mike saw Dickinson.
How it should.
Oh, okay.
He did.
And Horde. Okay.
I don't know what Horde is. That's why I skipped that one.
I don't know what Horde is. Apparently, it was in an episode of Game of Thrones. Like,
I saw that.
Really?
I'm like, which episode? I'll go back now.
Might have been like just the character that died. Like, let's be honest.
Hey, that's how people get their start.
Some people do.
I want to play a side actor who dies one time.
I want to be an extra in something. Marvel, I'm available. You want to kill me?
Die on screen.
On screen.
His name was Conair.
Oh, don't know that one, but go ahead, Trayvon. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. No, I mean, for me, I've been trying to cope with the '60s thing since Doctor Strange said that line in that movie. I said he didn't say that for nothing. So once he said that, I was like, okay, they're gonna do it. And then when he said that, what you call it from WandaVision is gonna be threatening, I said, oh my god. Whew, let me prepare myself for.
So wait, was it the
first half of WandaVision being this movie? Ooh,
so it was the 60s setting. I thought it was like the sitcom setting.
It's the no power setting. It's the
they're not gonna not have powers.
Okay,
yeah. You think they're gonna be the whole 60s?
They're gonna be sitting around. I just don't. It just reminds me of the first part of WandaVision.
Maybe you're just reading too far into it, though. Like, they just wanted to have it be 60s.
But they were.
If it's an origin movie, yes, they're gonna start with no powers.
My God,
that's also true.
Yeah, they're gonna definitely start with no powers.
That's fine.
But they're not gonna go. I feel like
I want them modern day. That's all I'm saying. I just don't want.
Well,
I don't want that.
I just don't want that until the end or at all until the next movie.
It is a huge assumption, and I stand in that. I'm just saying. Once I heard 60, and I heard Matt Shepard from WandaVision in 60s. Him in 60 sounds scary to me. I'm just trying to understand. Now he will do it well, sure.
Yeah,
but will I like it? I don't know. so that's how y'all feel about musicals. I'm like the 60s and all that old shit. I don't know.
I just feel like that would be extremely wild.
I don't know.
None of them?
I'm not gonna.
I grew up on that, so I'm never gonna.
Damn, so like TV starts in like 1970 for you?
What did you not watch TV when you were a kid? I'm so confused about you sometimes.
You don't understand how I sat here and suffered through the beginning of WandaVision.
I
was like, what is happening?
I was loving the beginning.
Get some color.
Like, I didn't love it, but I was intrigued.
I was having a grand old time.
Ooh, I hated it.
Never watched anything in black and white?
Thrown out their house. Like,
I really need to go back and watch this podcast because it was actually I met Jawan after this GVN podcast happened. So everybody would always reference it. I had no idea what they were talking about. I have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, I got to go back and watch it too. Because I was
kind of glad I wasn't a part of that.
I was having a grand old time in early WandaVision. Because we also reviewed it on Geekset. And you heard us there every week, like, yo, they're bringing back this one. Like it was
referencing different TV shows that Shiro. I love that.
We were having a great
because a lot of us did a lot of the same thing. You know,
so crazy.
Like,
it's such an opposite of me. When I go back to WandaVision, you know, I started episode 3.
Hilarious.
I say this while start episode 3.
Oh my god!
I do not watch the first 2. They're irrelevant to me completely.
They were. I mean, for me, they were great. I was having, like I said, a grand old time.
Yeah,
I was calling my parents, letting them like, yo, they referenced this. My mom had no idea what I was talking about. My dad was excited with me.
Yeah, it looked just like Dick Van Dyke to me.
Yeah.
It was cute the first time I saw it. Didn't need to see it again. I was like, that is okay. Like, yeah.
No,
I agree, Mike. I'm also here for the 60s vibes, man.
Like
I like it.
Movie of it.
It feels.
Remember, it's not gonna actually be 60s. It's just gonna take place in the 60s.
See, that's my thing, though. We don't even know if it's going to be the 60s. Maybe they
Now
just
we
wanted
think-
the promotional art to be in the 60s style for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, that seems too on the nose. At
It
this point,
does.
now.
At the
They
same
can't be
time,
amount of
it
time.
could be.
How they gonna explain it being amount of times? And
That's also true. That makes
They
no
have
sense.
to do something, or they
But
have to have
To
out
be
of the
fair,
picture.
the 60s could be the first like 30 minutes of the movie.
It's true too.
It's not gonna be, but I'm
It's
glad
not.
you're trying to make
I
me
doubt
feel
it.
better.
I mean,
You're trying to help me feel better, but yeah, no.
You know, I got you. I'm trying. You're not being receptive, but I
My
got
bad.
you.
It's fine. Look, as long as we get them, that's all that matters, I guess. As long as they show up in amount of time, I'll be happy. If they do that, I'll be like, the movie's great. If they don't do that, I'm gonna hate it.
you know, I just thought
What
about
if the
it,
movie
actually.
ends with them
I mean,
showing
it's good,
like going into
regardless.
the negative? Like let's say just the movie ends with them going out of time,
Mm-hmm.
and then the post credit scene is them popping back up modern.
How
That's
about
fine.
this?
But
I
I
just
have
thought
no idea
about
when I
it.
see him
You
again.
mean like Captain America?
The 60s can be a lot of baggage. Can we just
The
have the
post-credit.
aesthetic and nothing else?
Yeah,
Just
they're gonna have all of it.
The what? The what? I'm sorry.
They're gonna have all of it.
Mm.
They're gonna do it.
You know
I
they're
don't know
not
if I
touching
want
on
the
that,
60s
Jamie.
anymore.
This
I
is gonna
don't
be-
know.
This about to be fantastical 60s.
See, but
So
like
what?
Reed, if Reed's
She
not
talking
white,
about
Oh.
the
How you
signs
gonna
of the
have-
time.
how are you gonna have fantastical 60s? You know?
This MCU 60s is not real. They are about to
Okay, but
fantastic.
so here's the thing,
stuff.
right? Here's the thing. I could totally see them doing that, but at the same time, why would we do fantastical 60s? But then we also just like Falcon Winter Soldier. I feel like they messed up with the finale a little bit, being heavy-handed and being like, you know, all the messaging
racism
that they were
exists.
trying to do. Which yes, it does, but I don't feel like they approached that in the right way.
That was because that was a black man. They know how to tell that story.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
see, that brings up another issue. But actually,
Yeah, 'cause
now
if
I'm
they-
thinking about it more. I
Now if
don't
they
know.
do that in Cap 4, I'm be annoyed. Like, come on, like,
I
let's
don't
let him
know.
be Cap, please. Like, chill out.
I can't
I
imagine.
want no more of that shit.
I can't imagine they go back to that well again. That'd be wild.
But how do you not? How do you
What do you
not?
mean? You easily do not. Again, let me bring this comment up one more time. That's
But
all you can.
They already established like talking about this stuff. So then going back to a time where it was just blatant. Like nobody was hiding it. How do you not continue to talk about like, yo, this is messed up?
It was astronauts. That's how they.
He's an Hispanic man trying to be an astronaut in the 60s. You know what people are thinking? How dare he? How dare he?
Well, you also have to
You
remember,
can't avoid this.
it's not like they actually get funded by the government, so they got it's all like
Yeah, he.
almost
Oh,
independent.
there we go.
You know what I mean?
That's how you make it make sense. They're racist, no funding. There you go.
Can't fucking not letting not giving that man any money.
No
I mean,
money.
they could say that like that. I
There
mean,
you
There
go.
you go.
That's one scene.
There you go.
like that.
All right.
They don't have to be funded.
Jamie's
by the
back
government.
in. Jamie's back in.
I mean, I'm not here for the racism, but I mean, if they make it, make sense.
In the 40s.
I feel like
they
this was
did.
perfect.
They
This is-
did.
What black man?
Actually, wait. Oh,
Howling Commandos.
Yeah.
The black guy.
T'Challa-
that
not
was-
T'Challa,
forgot
the
his
Black
name.
Panther.
That's a
Couple white
reach,
people
Mike.
in there.
Panther at one point.
But okay. I'm gonna let you, it's a reach.
Is it? I feel like it's.
I remember all white men in that movie. I don't remember black
You remember
men.
Commandos?
I don't remember that. I mean, they're not that prevalent. They're not like you
I
don't.
mean, they're in there. I mean, you said there was none. There was definitely one.
Do I
Yeah,
remember? No.
Mike didn't say that it was prevalent. He just saying, look,
Yeah,
they was part of the squad.
Yeah, I mean, we're not saying that people of color weren't involved in nothing, but it's like him trying to like lead a group of astronauts. I don't
Again,
know.
they're not all astronauts. Well, that's the thing with Johnny's too young to be an astronaut in the comic book, so that's why it's all kind of
So
off
that's
off
different
the
than
books.
What I know. Yeah. Okay.
You know, they got Ben to fly it because who else was going to fly it? They didn't want anybody. It was very different back then. I don't know how they're going to explain it in this
Gabe
movie.
Jones. That was his name. That's right.
Oh yeah, Gabriel.
Now I want to
Isn't
see
he-
Yeah.
who Von Doom is.
Look,
Yeah.
that's another thing.
That's gonna be interesting.
I don't know if they're going to introduce Doom in this, but obviously the relationship between Reed and Doom is important to
I feel like
touch on.
I feel like you kind of need to.
I don't think you do.
Really?
No,
They can't announce him in the movie and he not get trapped in the negative zone with them to come present time. It's gonna be very interesting how they do this movie.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be very interesting.
Well, that's why I kind of think. Well, granted, now we're talking about what we assume are going to happen. If we're saying that this movie ends, or it's even some point in the movie they go into the negative zone, they get trapped there. You kind of need to have Doom in there because, like Trayvon said, you can't have him just show up the next movie and it's like, where you been all this time?
Yeah, but I
why do you hate them?
Loopholes? Huh?
And why
I just don't want him getting powers with them like they keep fucking doing, which is annoying. It does not happen. No, it's not.
Also fair.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel like they did a way for him to hate them some kind of way. Like
this is the time where you can get a Doctor Doom that does science and magic, like he's always supposed to do.
I remember now.
And they completely avoided it in the past because there was no magic in those movies because it's self-isolated. But now with the world with science and technology so prevalent, this is the best time to ever to introduce Doctor Doom
and magic. Yeah, magic.
And I guess to Joel's point, you could have part of the reason why he hates them be like racism. How they got out. It doesn't need to be racism. That'd be crazy. But that could be like, it could tie into how they got out and how they're in modern times. Like it can all tie into that, and you can create some hatred there.
It is mad. I mean, the Doctor Doom is very magical. I could also explain that. I don't know where his Doom has been either. That's a good question. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how they explain all that shit. Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah.
I mean,
if it's the 60s, like,
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, if it's the 60s, like, what other characters could possibly pop up at this time period? And it's like Howard Stark. That would probably be the only one, right? Which version of Howard Stark would you like to see if it is Howard Stark that's in it?
The one from Captain Carter?
Was that Dominic?
Not Captain Carter, but Miss Carter. Whatever show is called.
Agent Carter?
Agent Carter, yeah.
What was that? That was
here, I'll pull it up.
I think it's Dominic Cooper.
Yeah. Yeah, him. Him.
Whoa.
that man.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he'll be. I mean, Howard at that point should be in his 40s. So
yeah,
it's doable.
What show did he do? Preacher. Yeah. Watched it on the fan.
Yeah, it was Dominic Cooper. You were correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would probably go with him too, because I know by the 70s, we've seen the other guy. What's his name?
John Slattery.
John Slattery. In the 70s, during that when
Endgame. Was that Endgame?
Yeah. So why not just go 60s for Howard and go with Dominic Cooper's version? Age him up a little bit.
I wouldn't be upset.
Saw him in Winter Soldier too, right?
Have you seen him in that?
Really?
Slattery?
No, Civil War.
Yeah, Civil War. He's in Civil War. Yeah.
Civil War.
Because they flash back to Tony talking to his parents and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they show the death scene, sadly.
Do you think we get any reference to Isaiah Bradley in it? I can't imagine.
They're in the 60s. They were so hush.
That's what
I don't think so. Cause I remember he was so quiet and just.
By the 60s, that man was living undercover somewhere. No one's gonna find me. Fuck everybody.
I'm just trying to think of anybody who was around and who could have potentially been around.
In the 60s.
Yeah.
Aside from Namor, who's been hiding underwater.
Right.
I mean, but
the fan art for that's gonna go crazy.
Nick Fury wasn't.
The Namor Storm one.
It's probably too young.
Yeah.
On the one hand, I'm like, when will we have another opportunity to go back to the 60s to tell Isaiah Bradley's story? But I guess you could just tell it and it'd just be like a one-off thing.
Well,
I feel like his story is going to get told through his grandson.
Maybe. But he's going to be in Captain America 4.
Yeah.
T'Chaka. Okay.
T'Chaka, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Black Panther.
Well, wait, actually, maybe not. Maybe his father.
You don't think T'Chaka was 60s?
Well, how old was he?
He looked pretty old by the time we got to modern day.
Yeah, but like how?
I remember that flashback. Remember the flashback though was like
the flashback in the 90s. He didn't look that old.
That's right. I forgot about that flashback. So it would be his. it would be
before that, whoever was before
his
that.
father, maybe
His
grandfather.
father. And I unfortunately don't.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do all
T'Chaka's
that.
father is.
I don't know.
I
I'm
don't think
about
they're
to.
gonna do that.
They.
I mean, they could always reference it. Stuff like that you could always reference, you know. Like
I mean, this might be the easiest way for them not have to reference anything.
T'Chanda was his
That's
father.
true.
T'Chanda? For real?
Yeah.
That was his name?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right, T'Chanda.
T'Chanda.
They definitely could reference S.H.I.E.L.D. at the time with
And his
Carter
first
and
appearance was in.
Stark.
I know T'Chaka's first appearance.
They
Was
could
in
work with.
Fantastic
They
Four.
could work with Shield. Maybe.
Oh, see? That's a thread.
They could work with
What's
Shield.
the thread?
T'Chaka's first appearance was in Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, I mean, so many Namor's. No,
Yeah.
Namor's definitely before all that. It predates most of these characters.
But
Namor and Captain America were created in the 40s.
to Joel's point, though, that's because his father was around during the time of World War II. Because of how the MCU kind of pushed times up,
Yeah,
it wouldn't be T'Chaka for this era.
it would be T'Chanda.
Yeah,
True.
right.
That is true.
Yeah,
We're just grasping at the straws at this point, Mike. We're not applying logic yet. We're just sort of throwing out names.
What?
Then we apply the logic. He said
Where's the
point
logic?
of
Where we lose it? Where we lose it?
the point is that no one knew of Isaiah.
Oh yeah, I know. That's what
Yeah.
I was trying to say. He was hiding at this point.
Yeah, we're just throwing out names. Then we apply the logic.
Yeah, and then we figure out, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that earlier. I'm like, who was around at this time?
Yeah, it's interesting.
But it's also like it's Marvel, and they usually don't have other heroes in the movie.
but they make references,
especially
to
not
stuff.
the first movie, unless it's Spider-Man.
You think they'll try? You think they'll try the X-Men?
X-Men in this?
They'll try
No.
like Charles
No.
or
No, they're gonna.
Magneto.
You're not gonna see any mutants until after Secret
I'm
Wars.
saying young Charles and Magneto. Think
No.
they try it?
Not yet.
No.
Okay.
You assuming they're gonna be old in modern MCU? They might. They might go.
I mean, if honestly,
They
if
got
they have to,
Pedro.
if you gotta push, eventually they're gonna have to do this. So Xavier and Magneto might have to get pushed off from the World War II era,
that's what I'm
to
saying.
possibly the 60s. Exactly when when
all-
they're
I
probably gonna be in their prime.
Isn't that part of Magneto's origin story though?
It is.
It is. That's why. But to keep them without being dead by modern day,
Yeah.
by normal time, like you know what I mean. You have to change it.
Or maybe
Or also being
they're just
100 years
mutants
old.
and they live a long time.
But that would have to apply to
It's
all.
never
mutants,
been a
right?
thing.
You'd have to change things.
That'd be
It doesn't
interesting.
have to apply to all mutants. It's just unique to them too.
To them too, specifically.
To them too.
No.
I mean,
That's
Carol.
crazy.
I mean, Carol has aged, so I mean,
Who?
Carol,
Carol
Captain
not
Marvel. She hasn't aged though. Got to explain that some kind of way. But I mean,
She's cosmic.
okay.
See, and they're both cosmic.
Are
They're
they?
not.
They're mutants?
They're mutants.
I'm writing it in
Jesus
now.
Christ.
They're both cosmic.
X-Men powers come from cosmic energy, so boom.
There you
No, they're not. They're
That's what it
not.
is.
Look, that was my theory for a long
Evolution.
time on how we were going to get X-Men. I was like, well, how is he going to figure it out? You
And
know
what
how
causes
the two
evolution as
snaps
well?
across the earth.
cosmic energy.
Oh my god! All right,
So everybody's a Silver Surfer now.
let's
I
go.
The power cosmic is in everyone.
The 6 Infinity Stone energy washed over them and activated something inside of them. Boom.
That's why I'm
you
excited
go.
about this movie. We're one step closer to the Silver Surfer.
Okay.
This is true. I mean, we're
Talking about a
all the
female
rumors
one,
are
right?
pointing towards a Herald. So
Yeah.
who is this Herald?
Well, they're saying something, Iron Taylor Joy, right? That's the rumor. Right?
That's a
Let's
rumor,
go. I don't care. I just want Silver Surfer.
yeah. I hope. We'll
Well,
have to wait and see.
you might be among the few if that are
Oh,
just
yeah.
announced.
Well, to be fair, they said a Herald of Galactus, and
Right.
Galactus has many heralds. Silver Surfer's probably just his most famous.
Mhm.
It definitely is.
And
the most
is also the
famous.
only one that I know. So please
I'm
don't
about
do
to
that
say
one.
that I think that explains everything. He is the most famous.
That's the only one.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Don't be trying
He
to
has
pop
a
with no new
Herald.
Herald. Hold on. I don't know what that is.
I mean, there's a
What
lot of
about
heralds.
2 heralds or 3 heralds?
He's had 4, I think 4 or 6, something like that.
There you
He's had
go.
The
many.
The
Silver
whole
Surfer's
squad.
name always Norman Rad.
Yeah.
This is
Not
also
Norman,
a fair
it's,
disclaimer.
Yes, that's fine, Mike.
About
But I have plenty of thoughts in my head that I'm going with until they fix it. Okay.
You can have thoughts. It's nothing wrong with that. It can't not be fact until Marvel says so.
Yeah,
no.
because that's when I think we talked about this before, and we were like, oh, they just said Herald, and they had her name. It was like she could have been Nova. She could be just so many other people.
What's funny because there's the Nova Corps.
I know,
Nova,
right?
And then there's the Herald Nova. That'll get confusing.
Oh, I didn't know that too. Okay.
She could be Dazzler. No, I think Taylor
Dazzler.
Swift. It's another
Dazzler's
Herald.
a mutant.
But she became a Herald of the Galactic. I read that comic.
But
it was a one.
Not one of his most known.
It was a one-off. Joel. I'm now just throwing out names that I knew who was a Herald.
I forget.
If Taylor Swift getting named as Dazzler, it'd be well known real fast.
No, yeah, I don't think.
But can she act?
I don't know.
Oh,
will it matter for these people? It won't matter. It won't matter for the Swifties. She in there. Don't you dare say nothing wrong.
She's doing a cameo. It's all good.
Speaking of Galactus' heralds, and this is completely off topic. Joel, did you read when Thor was his herald? Did you read that line? I always see the images of it. I wanted to know how that story
how'd it go?
Yeah,
no, I never
just
read
goes to get planets. Basically,
what happened?
Herald is just the one that tells them, "Hey, eat this planet."
They scout planets for consumption.
Yeah.
How do you get
Thor? So are they in the Eternals?
I don't.
That's what I'm trying to figure. That's why I wanted to read the line.
One of the funnest theories I saw out there is that instead of just having Galactus eating all random ass planets, is that Galactus would go looking for planets that have like baby Eternals, like the eggs that become like Earth, because Earth has the one that's now sticking out of the fucking planet. Like
that'd be such an interesting.
You mean the Celestial?
The Celestials, yeah, the Celestials, yeah. So yeah, the celestial egg. So that makes more sense that Galactus now is looking specifically for celestial planets that have the whatever, the egg. So I'm like, oh, that makes way. I mean, that, at least gives Galactus
sticking out of it.
And that's what
I mean. That one's just a dead giveaway, though.
I mean, then you it'll finally make them talk about it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. We keep hearing that Galactus might be in this, but we're like, how are you gonna? There's no way he comes to Earth, right? Because like,
Jamie, don't bring up that comment. We're gonna let it die where it is.
What kind of thought is that?
What was the thought?
Nothing. Ignore it.
We leaving that comment where it is. It is funny. I'll give him that, but that's ridiculous.
Hold on a minute.
It would have been better as the Human Torch.
Oh Lord.
He doesn't need any CGI. Nothing. Just come. Just come as he is.
Here's some heralds. Ready? I'm gonna throw some heralds at you.
Let's throw some names out there.
All right. So some of the heralds that are on the Airwalker.
Don't know that
There's one. Fire Lord. There's the
Destroyer.
The actual Asgardian Destroyer was a herald. Who knew?
Didn't know that.
Terex the Tamer. That one's a popular one too. Terex. Nova, obviously. Apparently there was 2 different Novas.
Taking Big G to Flavor Town is crazy.
Oh boy.
I gotta bring that up now because that's funny. This is hilarious. Taking Big.
Start.
We need it.
There's a herald literally named Galactus. Do you see this on that list that you're?
You said Herald has a Galactus.
It says like, hold on, let me show you. It's spelled like GAHLAKTUS. And there's like three names. Like, who is that?
I've never heard of that one.
I'm about to Google it.
Galactus. The Heralds of Galactus. Yeah, anyway, who knows?
Seriously, yeah.
I would, if it is a surfer, I expect a lot of bitching to happen if it's a woman. But
sure.
But we'll have to wait and see what they do, if that's the case. And I'm very curious if it is Galactus. Like how did it, like, does he come? That's my thing. Does he come to Earth? Do they intercept him? Like, there's a lot of different things you gotta. What is this about?
It's like it was a group of robots that ended up merging with Galactus.
Is that what that was?
Oh, so it's more like Galactus.
So hold up.
Oh, I see what they did there.
Yeah. So this is how it looks after they merged with them. That's how they ended up looking.
That actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I only want to see, and it doesn't have to be this movie. It could be in the future movie. I don't want to. Don't kill him off the first movie. Gotta be whack. I want to see the scene with him walking, him landing, and then having all the heroes converge on top of him. Like I remember that scene, that panel. I remember that in the cartoon, in the Fantastic Four cartoon. I want to see it in live action. I always wanted to.
Like, to be honest, as long as he's not a cloud, you.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do that to a cloud. So yeah. Giant tornado or whatever.
Right. So you already be in a little better grace than the last time.
Considering they've already showed us the Celestials and they're all their glory, they can't do that with us. The Galactus, who I wouldn't be surprised is a Celestial or a type of Celestial or some shit or a Celestial Eater. That's why again,
bringing it back.
Airstream gonna be shaking his boots.
We gotta hear. I want to see the trial of the Eternals. That's the next thing we gotta talk about.
That'd be nice.
What the fuck happened?
Yeah.
I want to see Airstream scared.
You want Airstream to shake his boots?
I do. I want to be.
That would be funny if
they would
utter the words of Galactus, and he's like, "What? Who?
Yeah.
Big ass
coming here.
Yeah, right.
It'd be funny. Like they have a council of Celestials talking about it. Like it was just funny to see. I don't know. It was just funny.
Imagine meeting. We have to have a meeting.
Yeah, like come on, that'd be neat.
That would be something.
Like they're going through the trial of Eternals and they hear something about Galactus. Oh, fuck that shit.
Galactus has a ship, I believe, too. But
that's a big ass ship.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. It's a big motherfucker. So imagine the ship.
We will have to wait and see on these updates and the fan theories and things. See what comes true. What
speculation, Jamie. It's all about speculation.
Speculation.
How about Herbie? We can talk about who's going to voice Herbie. We already pretty much got hit. I hint that Herbie's going to show up in the movie at some point. That'd be cool.
I think in the Discord, was it Leo that said it? I think you just keep it. Who did he say again?
Bill Hader
it was perfect too. Yeah, it was Bill Hader. Yeah,
I said that.
Was it you then? Okay.
Yeah,
I knew somebody said it.
Then.
Yeah.
Run it back. Have him do another robot voice.
That'd be cute.
I thought that would be a good idea, but that's also kind of ripping him off too.
John Mulaney wouldn't be bad either.
John Mulaney would be great. That's a good one too.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be funny.
That's the next casting we'll have to keep our eye out for then, I guess.
I will. I'll definitely keep an eye out for Herbie. Voice casting for Herbie and who else? There's probably a whole bunch of characters that probably be in this. I look forward to knowing more in the future, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, same here. We've got, I keep forgetting it's 2024. We only got a year. And some change.
A little more than
that
now, but yeah.
A year and some change.
It's July next year. Yeah, next July.
Yes, July is going to be stacked.
Yeah. So by the time we get to Deadpool, a year from then, we'll be Fantastic Four.
Wow. Crazy.
Happy birthday next year to me.
Jamie Foxx would be cool. Yeah, you and Nylam share the same birth month.
Oh, wait, it's called Deadpool Wolverine now, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
What was that?
I don't know.
we should wrap on that note. That was. I don't know what that was.
That was kind of interesting.
I have it still listed as Deadpool 3, so I just corrected it for myself.
Gotcha. Well, I think we did the thing. I feel like we've completely exhausted this conversation and even got into.
I could have exhausted more, Jamie. Don't you tempt me.
Oh, goodness gracious. I won't. We're going to close it out here. But I want to thank y'all for joining us with this conversation. I hope y'all had fun with some of the speculations as to who else could be in this movie, what this movie could be centered around, and definitely keep following the Chat After Live to see what other updates come in the future, and then some of our thoughts and speculation. Something's bound to be right. Something's bound to be right. We're intelligent people. We got people that know the comic books here with us today. So It'll be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, to close things out, Joel, where can the people go to support you? What can they support of yours?
Instagram and Twitter if you want to have more discussions on the Fantastic Four. Find me there. Joel_J27.
Nice. Trayvon, how can the people support you?
And Nerd with the Tech everywhere except on TikTok. There's _ at the end.
And Nerd the Cheeks on OnlyFans.com.
Maybe one day.
I feel like you gotta claim it now. Otherwise,
Yeah,
you'll have
someone's
an
gonna
underscore.
steal it, Trayvon. You're gonna
have an underscore.
That's okay. That's okay. They don't have my cheeks.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna pass it over.
You listen to formation.
Pass it over to you now, Didge. Follow it up.
Stop it up.
How can people support you?
Oh, you can find me at Didge_DEE everywhere.
Didge with all the D's.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm telling you, they're a duo.
Oh my god! Oh, you just follow me there. This is it's a good time. I'll be streaming somewhere.
Cool. What do you think about streaming?
Baldur's Gate. That's right. That's right. I was gonna say I talked about this yesterday, but that video's not out yet. Oh yeah, so I'll be streaming Baldur's Gate sometime this weekend, and then into next week as well. Literally, probably for like the next month and a half.
There you go. Lead up to Final Fantasy is not a month away, but lead up to Final Fantasy.
Yeah, Final Fantasy will be late because I have to finish Baldur's Gate.
Mine probably will be too. But yeah, and I've been your host for the evening, Swiper_Prime on many platforms. No more late night stream. Why not? Dad. But yeah, you guys can find me at Swiper_Prime for lots of gaming stuff. And I also just recently launched, soft launched Swiper_Shampoo, which is I'm gonna be putting video essays and kind of like more, I guess, artistic stuff on there centered around gaming. So if you're still interested in gaming, but you're like, maybe I want to see something, mix it up a little bit, that's what I'll be doing over there. So
that first short you posted today was hilarious. I nearly cried watching it, and it's crazy because you showed us before, and I still saw it again. I was like, "Oh, this."
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was like as soon as sometimes it's like you have these thoughts, and you're like, "Oh my god, I'm a genius."
No, that one was great.
That was fun. I had a lot of fun with it, and that's the kind of post I want to have on that channel. So more of that. But yeah, thank you guys for coming through the stream. Don't forget to hit the like button so that way our channel gets recommended to more viewers just like you, and subscribe so that way our videos will actually hit your sub box. Don't forget to check your sub box. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and until next time, hope you have a nice Valentine's Day, and we'll see you then. Peace.
Bye.